Taurus, what's going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. We're in Cancer season. We're coming up on a full moon in Capricorn. It's not looking crazy intense, but there is some stuff that's popping up, and it's stuff that needs to come to head, so to speak. This is stuff that we're kind of being challenged with to get creative around right now, i.e. find different approaches, being able to understand, okay, this dynamic is not working. I need to do X, Y, and Z in order to see if we can get some more momentum, good juices flowing, so to speak. And being open and willing to kind of keep coming back to the drawing board. It's not easy because we're trying to decipher between what are the right steps forward. Jupiter is tensely aspected right now to both Saturn and Neptune. Saturn's about to go into retrograde. Neptune is in retrograde. Pluto's in retrograde. Mercury is going to go into retrograde. So retrogrades really force us to slow down. Slow down, take a beat. Not everything has to be accomplished today, right? Give yourself a little bit of grace. Try to really sense into what is happening, what is going on, and then what your next steps are accordingly. That's why I like to start off with an energy cleansing. Set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any blocks, obstacles, limitations we're coming into. I ordered some giant sage and it is huge, so it might be a little awkward. This is my first day using it. It is really funny though. But yeah, it's a great time as we're doing this blessing to set your intention for the reading, especially if you have come in with something on your heart. Definitely give that over to spirit, be open to receive. It really is a great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you are just looking for more of a alignment of self, your mind, your body, your soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. Those aspects really help us get in alignment with who we are. And it's important that we do so because otherwise it is really hard to hear what direction we need to go. We're being challenged right now with our intuition as well as Neptune has gone into retrograde. So I would love to help support in whatever way possible with that realignment of self. Definitely hit me up. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, Taurus, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. All right, Taurus. I'm hearing like you're settling your heart, your mind, your soul. You're really trying to, I'm hearing like find more balance, find more peace in your life. Around, yes, person, situation, and dynamic specifically. I think it is generalized for sure, like just all across the board. You want more balance, more grounding. You are earth energy, so it's actually good, for your energy specifically to kind of be able to have tools in place that really do make you feel grounded and supported. For everyone, it's going to be different. Definitely walking outside, it's a very easy way to ground, especially if you can go barefoot. That's even better, barefoot in the grass. Totally my vibes. Meditation, quieting practices, you know, whether that's journaling or just sitting with your eyes closed, doing some breathing techniques. All those things really help us align with ourselves so we can better hear, we can better see. And especially if you are experiencing some type of breakup, it doesn't have to be a divorce, it doesn't have to be romantic, just take it as it resonates. But I do see you exiting something. I do see you like intentionally leaving something behind because you know that it's important, right? It can't stay is what I'm hearing. Like it's not really working in your favor. And it's, to me, it's like you've come to the end of the road of something. And you know that 100% as I'm saying that. The cards never lie. I always love how it's confirmed. Life is cycles, right? We go through beginnings. We go through, you know, I love how they say it on this card, I should say. Fate, karma, something ending, something beginning, right? Fate is what brings us together with that thing. Then we experience our karma or our learning lessons through that dynamic. Then it ends and then something new begins. And it's so true. And it's not easy because I think when this happens, then we have to prepare ourselves on some level. I hear, and that's exactly how we started off the reading, Taurus, right? You're in preparation mode for what is to come. And really, honestly, truly, this energy's been coming up a lot where people are just kind of self-sabotaging. I don't feel this is necessarily from you. I feel like your intuition is definitely telling you something, definitely highlighting something for you. This goes back to that Saturn, Neptune in Aries, both about to be in retrograde, where we're being forced to listen to our instincts, even if we don't have all the pieces. And I'm not saying out of fear, anxiety, worst case scenario. Truth feels peaceful. Excuse me. It's an innate knowing, right? It's an innate knowing of just like, yes, this makes sense. You're seeing confirmation of this. You're getting enough of this. Maybe you feel like you just need a little bit more. And here's the thing. I do think it's coming. I do think you will receive that. But I think you also have to take this step first before you really understand the reality of it. And this gold digger energy, whether you have someone who's directly trying to like take your money or they just use you for certain things, it's all coming out. We've actually gotten this gold digger card a lot this week in the collective wants. Be careful what side of the coin you're on with that, Taurus. I mean, I don't feel like this is your energy. I feel like this is something that you're, like I said, that you're choosing to walk away from. Knight of Wands energy, someone who's very combative, arrogant, proud, won't admit, right? I'm hearing won't admit their side of things. And for you, I think this is really hard because I think on some level you were trying to give someone the benefit of the doubt or really hear them, really listen to what they were saying, what they were expressing, but it really doesn't align with how they're acting, how they're behaving. It looks like maybe you even thought you were helping this person, right? Or that's what you're trying to do. But I feel like it looks like if you are trying to like help them, be mindful of how much you give of yourself is what it looks like. Because remember, Saturn and Neptune are on top of each other. And so they're challenging us in Aries, challenging us to really listen to what our instincts are saying. I do see you slowing down. I see you quieting down this week, as I said, trying to figure out what that is. But this is a really, really intense energy, right? This is either like you wanting, like really struggling between wanting to control the situation, wanting to control the narrative, how things are playing out. But there's something around this that it's just like, not everything's not adding up. And I feel like you're seeing a disconnect from this Knight of Wands, excuse me, whatever he's saying. We have the Queen of Wands here too. So there could be some partnership that I don't feel like this is necessarily your energy. I feel like this is someone who either there's someone else in the picture for them, someone who's, yeah, well, there's the Sun card. Okay, maybe you're finding out. Like, I feel like either Someone else is involved, like either coming in to take your place, if that resonates for you. Like, I feel like someone's choosing a different option because of how much they have going on. It does look like someone's coming alongside to help them. I don't think you necessarily like this, but it looks like this Knight of Wands is saying no thank you. And I feel like, I don't know, they're running away from something. It looks like they're running away from something. It looks like there's some information coming in where they shut down. They're kind of like, whoa, I'm not even, and I feel like it directly affects you. There's someone else kind of feeding into this situation. If it's third party, well, I mean, I guess technically it is a third party. It doesn't have to be someone cheating on you, whatever. If you have suspicions of this, if you're getting whatever, a lot of smoke, where there's smoke, there's fire. If there's a lot of people, things coming up that's making you feel that, then yeah, definitely like look into it 100%. But this feels like more someone who's like trying to either tell this person what to do, how to act, how to behave, or they have something that they're giving them that this person would be, or is asking, either asking it from you or expecting it from you. And so that's why their energy is shifting towards someone else. And you're kind of in this place where like, I think it's a cycle. We got that in our central energy. I think this is a cycle, Taurus. I think this is a pattern. I think you've been here before. This is a heavy energy, but for some reason, your heart's a little shut down today. I was thinking a lot about this, right? Like you're almost going through the motions because you are disconnecting from self. And any of those techniques we talked about in the very beginning are really good for realigning oneself, reconnecting oneself. What does that mean? It just means we have to like know who we are and how we function and how we operate and what's good for our heart and what is not. And it feels like, unfortunately, this Knight of Wands energy is not. Knight of Wands is also very selfish, self-centered, self-focused. They have their eye on something else, really not even paying attention to you this week. Not that you want it, but you're just like watching it all shake out is how your energy looks. Like you're watching it all shake out and you don't have all the pieces quite yet. I think that's where the frustration is coming in. But again, it really goes back to that Saturn, Neptune energy in Aries. Trust your instincts. The hardest things that, as I'm saying this, like the biggest challenge for us in this full moon, let me see, am I on this? I think so. Okay. For this full moon is actually happening with like the things that are coming to head, i.e. when cycles haven't completely closed out, but we're like sensing it's heading in that direction. That's so much of what the full moon is affecting this week. Capricorn energy forces us to do the work. It's connected to Saturn, the celestial taskmaster. So Saturn is about learning the hard lessons and specifically connected to like what we sense, what we feel, and what we're going to do about it, right? 100% find out the information you need. Don't leave yourself shortchanged. Don't exit something too quickly unless it's like harmful or toxic. But you know, be mindful, but like listen to what is happening around you. I am fully unique. I love this. Distractions lead me to create a false self. Only through acceptance of myself can I deliver my full potential in life. Every human being is unique. And I love that. It goes back to what we were saying, right? Like when you're grounded in self, your uniqueness does come through. And it is so important for us to know who we are because that's how we manifest what we want, right? Like if we don't know, if we're disconnected, Ayurveda talks about this. That's where the mistake of the intellect comes in. And that's where disease starts, when we're not connected with who we are, our wants and our needs. Believing my own story drives me to a confused life. Okay, well, let's see. Some of these are worded really weird, so I apologize, but the messages are good. My ego forces me in a subtle way to learn things, 100%. Learn things that may not be the truth. When I doubt what I have learned, I create the truth within myself. And I think this is some of the confusion. I think this is some of whatever is connected to this gold digger, whatever is kind of coming out of the woodwork. You're seeing this a little bit more clearly. And even if it is just as much as saying, you know what, when it comes in, like let the truth be shown when it's ready to come in type vibe. I feel like you're preparing yourself for that because there's already this breakup energy around you. Again, not wishing ill will. These are things that you know are leaving, whether it's this week or in the near future. Nothing can stop me if I want to be who I really am. Being who I am is a gift of life. When I look for my real self with truth, love, and awareness, nothing can stop me. Being myself is the real freedom of life. I feel like that's your theme this week, Taurus, is it's all about just like loving on yourself, embracing who you are, learning who you are, and accepting that, being okay with that, finding your power in that, regardless of what other people are doing on the sidelines. Whatever's happening over here, you can't really control. But the best way to like learn and understand what it actually is by like being aware and watching and like validating yourself. So I hope this reading helped. Thank you so much for your time, energy, always. I super appreciate you. I hope you found messages that resonated here for you. Definitely drop comments below. I would love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support to the channel. Know I'm sending it back your way.